you're live.
Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Bob and I are coming to you with announcements because there is so much going on in the next few days. We're in the Triduum of Holy Week, which are pretty important days and services going on. Boy, has it been raining. So
Lots of
we've
rain.
survived,
it's very wet.
but
We have a whole lake out in our parking
yes, we
area
have
right
lake
today. Yeah,
donation, I guess.
lake
I don't
donation,
know, but
but there's definitely a lot of water out there right now.
yeah, but never
But
fear, there's parking for tonight. So
parking for everybody everywhere because we have
yes,
our own lots and we also have the whole lot across the street, which is ours after 5.
absolutely.
So we're in good shape. We are wanting to talk to you just sort of like a last minute alert
That's right.
on all the things that will happen this weekend so that you're prepared, because I know there's so much good stuff happening and you will not want to miss it.
Right, and we're hoping that we are being heard right now.
Yes.
So if we're not, alert us, please, and we will look at our phones and make sure that we adjust things for you. So tonight, we've got 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Children's
Yes.
foot washing service in the Great Hall. So families with young children, this is really perfect
It's
for
a chance
everybody.
to be able to understand the ritual, the ceremony of washing the feet that Jesus did on the Last Supper.
Right.
And also the institution of the Eucharist. And so
Yes.
we'll talk a little bit for the kids at their level about what's happening and why Jesus would wash feet and why he started the Holy Communion for us
Right.
as an ongoing way to experience his presence.
Right.
So we'll be talking about that tonight at 6 o'clock. At 7 o'clock is a service for all of us. Kids can come as well, but it is one of the most beloved services of the year.
Yeah.
Maundy, Thursday with the washing of feet, with Holy Communion, stripping of the altar, which ends with a dramatic silence.
Yes.
As we remember that Jesus is arrested and taken into custody.
Right.
And I'm getting a word that we can't be heard right now.
Oh,
So,
no, we've said all this and we can't be heard. So, okay, hold on. I see Jeff is watching. But
it says there are 6 people on.
Oh no, but we're not being heard. So hold on a minute.
It says we're being heard.
Let me see on my. So hold on a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
maybe it's
okay.
just one person who can't hear right now, and we will.
Sorry.
We'll try it again.
Little interlude. Okay, we're going to continue
And
now.
now we are being heard again by that same person. So this is all good. So anyway,
it's announcements. We're pretty
announcements.
disorganized on this. We don't come with notes or anything. But 7 p.m., if you're
7
coming
p.m.
to the service tonight, bring your loose change, because one of the big parts of it is hearing the noise of the loose change being dropped into the metal.
in the darkness,
In the darkness in the metal container.
in otherwise
and-
silence, denoting that we remember that Judas was
Yes.
given 30 pieces of silver, which he then threw on the ground, which then were donated for a graveyard for poor people.
Right,
And
right.
so we always throw our loose change into the bucket. It makes a big noise, but it's also an auditory reminder of
yes.
what we're all about that
Yes,
night.
and that change will go to Mission of the Holy Spirit.
Right.
And then after that, we start our overnight vigil that everybody has signed up for already. So that's full. But even if you didn't sign up, you are welcome to come to the church and sit for
The church
a
will be
time.
open all night,
Yes.
and there will always be at least 2 people in the church keeping vigil, as Jesus asked, could you not watch with me 1 hour?
1 hour,
And
right.
so in 1 hour shifts throughout
Yes.
the night. It ends with morning prayer at 7 o'clock on Friday morning, and then at noontime we have one of the most interesting and a service that a lot of people really want to be there for,
Yes.
which is Stations of the Cross.
Yes.
It's a service that was started during the medieval period as a way for those people who could not make a pilgrimage back to Jerusalem and walk the way of Jesus on his way from Pilate all the way to the cross.
So we actually
and
moved
then to
to
the
different
grave.
stations within the church.
Yep. And so it's an old tradition of walking the way with Jesus on Good Friday.
Right.
And so we do that right at noon in the church. And then at 7 o'clock, we do the reading of John's Gospel Passion,
Right.
which is quite different from the one we read on Sunday in
Yes.
Mark's Gospel.
Yes, Mark's Gospel.
We read that, and then Fred Petit will be preaching on the meaning of the cross in our own lives today.
That's
So
at 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
7 o'clock Friday night, and then Saturday night.
Saturday night, we have the Easter Vigil at 7 p.m. They're all at 7 p.m., and it's one of the best services of the
Yep.
year. We start outside in the graveyard with the fire, and then we're going to move into the Great Hall for the first part of the service, and that will be in darkness. And then we all get to move some more back over into the church where it will be light, and we will have baptisms of 4 children. So it's a really
It's a great service.
Great service.
And
It's one
lots
the
of
best.
symbolism, lots of singing, and reading of the salvation history, the
Yes.
story of salvation, all the
Yes.
way from the Old Testament, all the way to the resurrection. And
Yes.
so it's the first service traditionally of the Easter season,
Right.
Because it happens after sundown,
Right.
When we actually get to the baptisms and Eucharist.
Yes.
And so
and at that point, it's Easter.
wonderful, wonderful way to start your Easter season. The next morning, 8 o'clock, 9:15,
Yes.
11 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Yes.
All these services so that you can make sure to be able to receive communion and participate in the Easter worship.
Right. So 8 o'clock is pretty much normal, although we've added some singing. So be
A little
prepared.
singing
Get your
for 8
singing
o'clockers.
voices on
Yep.
for you 8 o'clockers. 9:15 in the Great Hall. So it's a combined service, but it's the right two, and we'll have the St. Cecilia Choir and the Gathering Band both at 9:15. 10:30 in the graveyard is the Easter egg hunt for the children.
Yes.
There is a special area for the younger children, so don't be alarmed if you have a younger child. And we still need a few people to make sure to show up to help hide the Easter eggs at
If they were there at
about
10
8.
o'clock or 9:30,
Yes.
they could help us scatter them all through the graveyard.
Exactly. But we'll need that because we're all going to be running around doing other things. Then at 11 o'clock in the church, we will have our next Easter Day service, and that will be with the St. Cecilia Choir, and it'll be
A full choral Eucharist.
Yeah,
so
it'll
be
be
beautiful.
fabulous.
Always
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
And all the traditional Easter hymns.
and we'll have a magnificent altar with all of the
yeah.
flowers, and I've got some previews of the flowers that I'll post because
You will
it's
not
going to be
want to
amazing.
miss Easter Sunday
Yeah, and
with
come
the
and get your
flowers.
picture taken at the altar afterwards with the
Yes,
flowers
yep,
because it'll
yep.
be really something. And speaking of flowers, we will have the cross outside. You've seen it draped all throughout Lent, but be sure to bring the flowers from your homes, from your gardens, to flower the cross outside because
Mm-hmm. Yep.
everybody loves to have their
They
picture
get the
taken
family
out
picture
there
taken
as
year
well.
after year with the
Yes.
flowered cross out in front of the church. It's a beautiful
Yeah, it is
tradition.
beautiful.
And,
And then the last on Easter Day.
5 o'clock.
Yep. Can't not have the 5 o'clock service.
Sundays at 5 will be, again, one of our favorite services, and it will be truly Easter.
Yes.
So we're going to have a really big period between tonight at 5 o'clock when we get ready for the 6 o'clock
For the
service.
6 o'clock, that's right.
And all the way from that is starting the jumping line all the way until we finish on Sunday night,
Yes.
about 6 o'clock.
Yes.
And constant services all the time.
That's right.
And when it's done, the clergy will go to sleep.
That's why we're closed on Monday
That's right.
because we all
So,
need to sleep.
yep.
But we do have live streams tonight,
Yep.
tomorrow night, Saturday night, Sunday 9:15, Sunday at 11. So
All-
if you are not local, you can still be with us at all those times. And we need
all the time.
loose change tonight,
Yep.
bells for Saturday,
Yep.
and flowers for Sunday.
Okay. That sounds
That's it.
like a tall order that you
I
just
know.
gave us.
We've got a lot of things to
Okay.
remember.
Okay.
So, okay.
So,
Thanks for joining us.
So anyway, lots and lots going on.
Yeah.
Don't miss anything you
Don't
can
miss
you
anything.
can make.
Show
Yeah.
up for
So
all of it, 'cause
come
we're
and-
here.
Come and join us.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see you soon.
God bless.
Okay.
And soon we'll have a happy Easter.
That's right. Bye, all.
And, we'll say that word we're not supposed to say
Yeah,
yet.
don't say it yet.
Okay.
not
we
time.
won't